Hello and welcome everyone. Hope you're doing well, especially you guys in the US. I hope you can make the best out of the situation. I know it's pretty hard for all of us, but I think you've been hit pretty much more, so wish you the best. Tonight for me, it's for the last 6 weeks I was not able to do any astrophotography because it was too cloudy, rainy, it is too bright, there's no time, so always complaining. That's the major thing in astrophotography, complaining about something. So no, 6 weeks later I'm back here out on my meadow, and today, of course, you can imagine it, I will try to photograph the comet F3 Neowise, which recently appeared in the night sky. It's a pretty bright comet. It was discovered, I think, in May this year by the Neowise project, Earth orbiting observatory, so to say. There's an interesting story behind, but you can Google it, what Neowise is, WISE, and this is pretty interesting. And yeah, this observatory found this comet, and now it's so bright that you can spot it with the naked eye. And this is pretty rare. I think, I don't remember exactly when the last comet was. I know Hyakutake in 1993, 1994 Hale-Bopp, of course, that was the bright comet. Yeah, then I don't know. Were there any other comets so far since then? Don't know exactly. So I'm really happy, and I hope the clouds will vanish completely over the next hours. I would be able to catch it in the near the sun when the sun is just set, but I will wait for the morning when it appears up there up in the northeast. Yeah, I think that would pretty nice picture. I also brought a Star Adventurer with me. That's a little tracking mount from Skywatcher, basically only for your camera and a wide angle lens. You can track the motion of the stars and get pinpoint stars with that. So this is also a proper tool for this kind of photography. And my full frame DSLR, a Canon 5D Mark III. I will give it a try on the telescope on this 76 EDPH. It would give me a really big field of view with 340mm focal length and this super large sensor. This is going to be nice. Unfortunately, it's very hot, so the sensor will, it's just noisy. It will be super noisy, and so I have to fiddle a bit around with exposure time, ISO values, and so on. To be on the safe side, I've brought also my ASI294 with me, a cool camera, so I definitely get a shot if the weather permits it. So for now, that's it. I will set up my gear and see you soon. It's 11:30, I think, and I still can see the comet there above the horizon. That's fantastic. That's really fantastic that there's another comet visible to the naked eye. It's really long ago that I saw something like this. But it's I take some shots with the telescope and the ASI294 camera, but it's too low, so the image is not really sharp. So I wait for the morning with this comet. It turns around and then it rises again at 2 AM, I think. Until then, I have my rig with the telescope and the ASI running, and at the moment at NGC7000, the North America Nebula. That's a really common target, but I do not have a proper photo of it in my portfolio so far, and I think broadband, nothing special, just do a really long integrated shot of this. I'm planning 50 shots with 3 minutes each. Let's see if this will work. That takes around 3 hours, so I think that is going to be nice. And on the Star Adventurer I have my DSLR mounted and just shooting the Milky Way with a wide angle with a 24mm lens, with Jupiter and Saturn in the frame, so this should also look really nice when it's complete. This is just shooting straight away, no limits until the battery, as long as the battery lasts, it will shoot 30 seconds each. So this is also just to overcome the time until the comet is up again. Yeah, and I will try to have a little nap now, so the gear is working properly. Oh, by the way, let's have a look at the gear. So let's have zoom in, focus it. Here you see the sky charts software. So this looks good. Pointing at Deneb, near of Deneb in Cygnus. And let's have a look at the guiding. Okay, guiding is at the moment at 0.43 arc seconds error. I never reached this value with my stationary mount. Wow, unbelievable precise today. Absolutely fantastic. This is really rare, I tell you, that's really rare. So I'm happy with this so far. And here we have Sequence Generator Pro. I will zoom in here. This looks good so far, and now we do a stretch. Yeah, I think you can see it. This light streak across it is some sort of satellite or plane. Okay, honestly, I hoped for it, but that it's turning out that good, that's really fantastic. So I hope I have some calibration frames and that I can process it as soon as possible. This is taking with unity gain at the moment, 180 seconds, so 3 minutes, one subframe, and you have a HFR of 1.2, in the worst case 1.5. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. And we have, how many frames do we have so far? 9 frames. Yeah, that will last a little longer here. So, okay, that's all I've got for the moment. See you in some hours again. Bye bye.